Hello, students. My name is Mr. Alex Mohembi, and I teach business studies. In our today's lesson, we are going to look at business studies from TUWAC, and we are continuing with the topic warehousing. So let me share the screen. Okay, the slide that we are going to be looking at in our today's lesson. So just as I've said, so in our today's lesson, we are going to be looking at the topic warehousing, and we are going to be looking at business studies from two. So in our previous lesson, we were able to look at warehousing. I introduced the topic, and we looked at areas like the introduction to warehousing, whereby we discussed the meaning of a warehouse, the meaning of warehousing, and we also went ahead and looked at the importance of warehousing. So in this lesson, we are simply going to look at the essentials of a warehouse, the essentials of a warehouse. And when I talk about the essentials of a warehouse, we can say that these are features and the resources that a warehouse must have for it to function effectively. So they are called essentials because they are features, they are key features that are needed for a warehouse to function effectively. And I will discuss them as follows. So they include a suitable location, and I want to explain this. A warehouse should be located in a place where the receipt and issue of goods can be done effectively. So the location therefore should be accessible or near the market. So this is the first feature or the first essential of a warehouse. We have suitable location. Number two, we can talk about suitable buildings. And in this case, a warehouse should be designed in such a way that it is appropriate for the type of goods that are being stored. So it should be designed in a way that it is appropriate for the type of goods that are being stored. And therefore, we are saying suitable buildings is an essential feature of a warehouse. Number three, we have appropriate equipment as an essential feature of our warehouse. And in this case, we need to understand that a warehouse should be equipped with proper and appropriate facilities for handling the type of goods stored. So we have appropriate equipment, the proper equipments that are needed for handling the type of goods that are stored in a warehouse. Number four, we can talk about proper safety facilities. So a warehouse should be fitted with safety equipment and facilities necessary for protecting goods against damage that can be caused by water, sunshine, or personnel who may mishandle the goods. So it should have proper safety facilities, which is an essential feature of a warehouse. Another key element or another key feature of a warehouse, we can talk about appropriate transport system. What do I mean by this? So a warehouse should be located in a place which is accessible to the appropriate transport system for the type of goods stored. This is to facilitate the movement of goods in and out of the warehouse. So we have appropriate transport system, and it is mainly to facilitate the movement of goods in and out of the warehouse. The other essential feature of a warehouse is to do with the good communication network, good communication network. And when I talk about good communication network, here we simply talking about a good network in terms of easy of contact with the clients and the suppliers. So a warehouse should have access to good communication network for easy contact with the clients and suppliers. The other feature of a warehouse is to do with adequate space. Adequate space. This means that it should be spacious enough. It should be spacious enough. So here we can say that a warehouse should be spacious enough to allow easy movement of personnel and goods, as well as accommodate the required quantity of goods. So it should be spacious enough to allow easy movement of personnel and goods. Maybe I will explain a bit. When you look at a warehouse, we said that this one is a kind of a store or a building that is designed to store goods until the demand arises. So it should be spacious enough, that is to accommodate the quantity of goods that is required, and also to allow easy movement of the personnel and goods. So it means that we should not be moving in a warehouse and maybe we have sharp objects. We have sharp objects which may cause injury. So we are saying that it should be spacious enough. We have adequate space. The other essential of a warehouse is efficient staff. Efficient staff. A warehouse staff should be well trained with the necessary skills for handling the type of goods stored. So this means we need to have skilled personnel in a warehouse. And that is why we are saying well trained with the necessary skills for handling the type of goods which are stored there. The other essential of a warehouse is to do with appropriate special facilities. So here a warehouse should be equipped with appropriate special facilities for handling special goods. For example, we may have a refrigerator for perishable goods, for storing the perishable goods. So because we know that the perishable goods, they go bad easily. They go bad easily. So it should have appropriate special facilities to handle special goods. The other essential of a warehouse is that it should have a good recording system. Good recording system. And we can say we have this feature of proper recording system. So a warehouse should have a good recording system to monitor the movement of goods. So the system is simply there for to monitor the movement of what? Goods. So by this, this will mark the end of our presentation. And I would urge you to research for more essential features of a warehouse, because these are not the only ones, but just a few. Yes. Otherwise, I want to end our lesson here, and thank you for watching. And also remember to subscribe to the channel. That is it. So have a nice time. Thank you.